Hello everyone, it's my DB14 and welcome to a brand new video. So today, I wanna take it a little bit more serious today. As you can see by the title, I've made a couple of videos in the past about like the AFTV Boys. They're a funny group of lads, don't get me wrong. I made a video on Ty, I made a video on Lee Judges. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but out of all of the fan channels, I think they're the funniest. They're the most entertaining. However, I don't want to just jump on the bandwagon, but DT has always been someone who I've not really ever like understood as such. I've not really click with him, you put up with him, it's fine. But after the information coming out that he's now been sentenced to 3 years in prison for assault and kidnapping, is wild. He'd spent some time away from AFTV because supposedly he has mental health issues. I'm not saying whether that is true or not, whether it was because of the court. That's not for me to say. He took this time away, and it turns out it was actually, during some of that time in court, for basically verbally abusing and then dragging out his ex-partner out of a hotel, I believe. Luckily, she was able to get away. He escaped and got taken to court, getting given 12 months. Then something happened. Editor's note, nothing happened. However, they just decided his sentence was too lenient, and the 12 months was put up to 3 years. So that means from around now, he's going to spend the next 3 years in jail. And if I'm honest, it doesn't come as a shock. Again, I don't want to jump on the bandwagon for the sake of it. It doesn't shock me, if that makes sense, from what I've seen from him. Now, AFTV have come out and they've said that he's not ever going to host for them again. He's never going to be on the channel again, which I think is a very fair thing. I don't think they should even consider it, potentially. Now, before I make a couple jokes about it, I just want to be very clear. I was watching a bit of Mark Goldbridge, and he made a very, very good point about the fact that prison is for rehabilitation, and that although it's funny to laugh at it and laugh at him, and it's funny to kind of jump on the bandwagon and kind of hate him, say how much you hate him, and you're happy he's gone, he may well have suffered from these mental health issues, and he may actually be suffering, and therefore I hope in these next 3 years he's able to see the light, he's able to rehabilitate himself and kind of remake himself into something else. Hopefully it won't be on YouTube, but you never know. Hopefully he'll be able to, switch his life around, basically. From the opinions of a lot of people kind of in the football YouTube, don't get me wrong, I'm not in football YouTube. I make the odd video. However, I'm not involved in that. It's very interesting to see what some people are saying. Like, some people who have beef with him are really, really going in. Like, they're making all sorts of jokes. I almost think it's fair, because it is a serious crime that should be taken seriously. However, we're on a social media, and there is room to joke about it. As long as he's safe, as long as everyone involved is safe and kind of they're not hurting too bad, I don't see why a little bit of banter can't be swung around. But I feel like AFTV, they've done the right thing. They've said that he's not coming back. They've kind of not really spoken about it. They've made the odd reference, which is very needed, but they've not gone on about it. In my opinion, as long as they weren't aware that he was, the extent of what was happening, I don't blame them for having him on during the trial. If you're unaware of it, you can't be blamed for having him on, because he's an angry guy. He's not a nice man. However, he's a character, and that's personally what I always thought. I always thought it was just a one big character. However, with all this coming out, with everything going on, it doesn't seem that way. We don't have the full context to it, but potentially we don't need it. He's been charged. I don't have to tiptoe around like I do with Chris Chan and Ian Moore, because they're not convicted, but they're wrong-uns. DT, he's a wrong-un because he's been convicted of it. And it's 3 years. That's not minor. That's 3 years of his life that he's never going to get back. There's 3 years of his life he's not going to see his child for. It's a tough situation, but I just wanted to kind of bring it up. I wanted to have a quick note about it. There's a bit more, it's a bit more serious than my usual ones, but I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to make it clear, because my channel is at the moment consisting of a lot of wrong-uns, and with this one coming up, DT is well in that list. He's well in that list. It doesn't matter what's going on in his head or going on around. There's no excuses for assault and kidnapping. It's rough. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to basically speak about it, just put my word out. It doesn't mean much, but it's something. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and I've been my DB14. See ya. I just wanted to say that this isn't a video that I make often, this type of thing, and I don't really want to make it in the future as such. It's just something that I felt like I should talk about and give my opinion on, rather than an entertainment piece. It's, you know, it's an unfortunate thing, and hopefully we don't have to talk about anything like this again.